So let's talk a bit about the future. So currently you're not involved in writing the lyrics and neither choosing the songs for the album. So will that change in the future, or don't you feel like giving a hand sometimes?
You know, look, I say it every interview, you know, in between, you know, every album. You never know. I could wake up tomorrow and say, "Yo, look, check this out. I have this. I have these lyrics. Let's use them." Of course, if I wrote any, it would be, you know, along the same lines of what we've done. You know, just be, you know, killing people.
Basically,
but, I mean, you know, I'm happy just doing the records. You know, I'm totally happy with that. I can live with that. If I did some lyrics, that would be cool, but I wouldn't want to do anything that would. I don't want to force anything if I didn't like what I wrote. So, you know, those guys have been doing a good job with it. You know, there's little tweaks and things here that when we're in the studio that I do. You know what I mean? If necessary, but you know, for the most part, everybody, everybody writes good stuff. You know, and I'm happy. I could be happy not having written anything. You know, my contribution is my main contribution is the vocals. You know, and you know, as long as they don't suck, then I'm happy.
Well,
Eat your Pete.
You did the job pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah, but don't you feel sometimes like writing stuff, maybe not for the band necessarily, but...
Well, you know, matter of fact, when talking about this, I'm somewhere down the line, I'm doing a record with Shannon Lucas, the ex-drummer from Black Dahlia Murder, and Adam D from Killswitch Engage.
Okay.
And Adam wrote, you know, like 7, 8 songs.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm, you know, gonna write some lyrics on it. It won't be anything like, you know, Cannibal lyrics or anything like that. The music is not really. It's got a little bit of Cannibal influence, but it's definitely, you could hear, you know, Killswitch in it. You could hear a lot of different influences in it. It's got a lot of more melodic parts, you know. So somewhere down the line, I'll be doing that. And like I said, somewhere maybe I'll do some lyrics for Cannibal. But right now, I'm not even thinking about that right now. We're just trying to, you know, get this tour going and you know, get home safe, you know, have a successful tour. And then, you know, once we're done doing all the touring for this album, then I'll start, you know, figuring out, you know, that stuff, because then we'll start writing, you know, for the new album.
Okay. So can you tell us a bit more about that project?
That's pretty much all there is to it right now. Like, well, Adam, I think has been recording some of the guitars now, and then, you know, obviously he'll get with Shannon, and whenever we have time, me and him will get together, and, you know, I'll arrange the vocals where they're going to go. Or if he has something that he wants to do, we'll work together and we'll get it done. And then, you know, as far as I know, Metal Blade is going to put it out. And there's not really much more, you know, I can tell you about it until we, you know, really start getting into recording it.
Okay.
But it's going to be out sometime. It's fun.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a, you know, crazy schedule, so I know he's busy. We're obviously out here, so.
Yeah, it's difficult, like, to send or something, but
yeah.
If you have the opportunity, then it's good. So, as far as Love is concerned, this year, can we expect you guys to play some old songs or songs you've never played like before for the 25 years?
I don't know. We went through a bunch of different, you know, records and looked at songs we haven't played or that I've never played, or you know, me or Pat have never played. And yeah, I don't think we have any kind of anything really special planned. But you know, we're always listening to what, you know, the people ask, you know, and when they, you know, when we were talking to, you know, kids, you know, after the show or before the show, and you know, they want to hear this song or that song. We definitely keep that in mind. It just gets harder because you know, we have 12 albums now, so we want to at least put one song for every album. And like tonight, we can't. You know, we have only an hour to play, so. You know, it's real difficult when, you know, especially like if we play festivals and things and we're not playing a full set, you know. Normally if we play a full set, it's about 20 songs, and then we can usually include, you know, one from every album. But then that gets hard because there's some albums that have 1 or 2 songs, or maybe even 3 that people really want to hear. So it's getting difficult to try to pick a set list and, you know, keep some of the songs that people always want to hear. Like Hammer Smash Face will always be in there. I mean, we didn't play that song, people would be really upset with us, you know. So that's pretty much an untouchable song. And after that, you know, I would say nothing's really untouchable. But we definitely keep in mind to try to mix the setup, and after we do this album cycle, all these tours, then we'll definitely sit down and think about what songs we want to bring back, or what songs we want to do for the first time, with me, so. We definitely, we always are thinking about that, because it's a long history, and it's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone, and everybody wants to hear certain songs. And there's some that maybe we'll never play. And we definitely listen to people. Seriously, when we're on stage and we hear people yell for certain songs, and we know we're not playing it, we're like, hey man, we'll be sitting in practice, and hey, look, I've been hearing all these kids yell for this. So we definitely are listening, but it's hard. A lot of records, a lot of albums, a lot of songs.
Yeah. Right. So then in May you're gonna headlining the Civil Magazine tour, along with the Pandas and Immolation.
Yep.
So are you guys excited about that tour?
Yeah. We toured with Napalm before. They're friends of ours. Yeah, they're really cool. And we've known Immolation for a long time. I've known them guys since 1989. You know what I mean? And when I first got in the band, we actually did 4 tours with Immolation. So, I'm real excited. It's been, a long time since we've had the tour.
Okay.
We got to tour with those guys. I mean, we've seen them. Actually, on last year's tour we did, we saw Ross and Bob King. They came out to the show, and we talked to them about doing that Decibel Magazine tour. So, we're excited to get out with those guys again. It'll be a good tour.
Yeah. So I know that Paul and Rodolph are a fan of ice hockey. So since we are in Finland, and are you a fan of ice hockey?
Sure, yeah. They root for the Buffalo Sabres, and I'm a Washington Capitals fan.
Okay.
And then speaking of hockey, in the first show we played in Oulu, I think it is.
Yeah.
I hope I said that right. Yanni Niinema, was at the show. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't get him.
It's another one.
Yanni Niinema was at the show. It was his club that we played. And we've known him for about 10 years. Since when he played for the Edmonton Oilers, that's when we first met him. He's bug, he's got to die. Unless it's a new one. But we met him in, I think the Oilers had just lost in the playoffs, and he wanted to come to Seattle, I believe, was where we met him. Yeah,
Okay.
he was still playing for the Oilers, and we've known him since then. It was about 10 years ago, I think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's super awesome guy. Really cool, and we actually talked to him about, maybe if he comes to the States, we'll go out and do some stuff. If he comes up to Florida or something, for vacation or something.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, so Finland ice hockey is pretty popular. So.
Oh, sure, yeah. We love hockey. Unfortunately, the Capitals aren't doing so well right now. But
unfortunately.
Well, it's a shortened season, too, and if you get off to a bad start, it's going to be really hard to get in the playoffs. So I'm still hoping. It's kind of harder to follow it over here as well. Just it's not as hard, but to watch it, obviously it is.
Can you still, manage to follow?
With the internet, you can keep up with the scores and the standings, but it's hard to actually watch any games. Yesterday, we could only be in the club for so long, and Paul was saying that the Sabres were playing in 2 hours, but we had to be out of the club in an hour. So he was like, "Damn it!" Because he could have watched. I think he could have watched their game on his phone, but once the internet was gone.
Still something.
It's better than nothing. Just being able to check the scores is better than understanding. It's better than nothing.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're done now. Do you have any last words to add?
Stay metal.
Thank you.